AFC powerhouses face off this weekend with the Ravens heading to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Both teams have gotten off to a slow start and are looking to avoid a 1-3 hole. Yesterday on the show, I let you know which team concerns me more. Listen up.
The Chiefs are 1-2.
I say they found a way to lose.
But they 1-2 too. Who you think better?
No, I think the Ravens are better.
Right. Why are you more concerned about them?
Because of their defense. And I think that ultimately, and I think that the Chiefs are going to be better. Once Rice and Worthy are back, I think they're going to be better.
We saw the Ravens get better from a bad defense last year.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you is they got to show it to me now because I haven't seen their defense this bad in a long time. I'm going to keep my eyes on.
Why was Marcus looking at you like that?
And then the lead looking at me like that. I'm going to go back. You know, I got to deal with people that disrespect. I'm not going to tolerate it, right? Dan, let's go to you. Who do you trust more moving forward, the Chiefs or the Ravens?
I trust the Ravens. The Ravens are a better roster. 1 through 53, it's the better roster. I think the Ravens stylistically, at least on offense, can play in a lot of different ways. They can throw it around, they can run it, they can get big, they can play small. I understand the defense is the concern. The defense is built to beat the Chiefs and the Bengals. It's not built to play against the Chargers, the Colts, the Buffalo Bills. And also, when we watch their defense have like a bad performance, week 1 was a heroic effort by the Bills. It was without their star defensive tackle, Matabike. Now, how long he'll be out definitely matters. The Chiefs, they're right now a below average offense. The quarterback is carrying every bit of the weight. They're bottom 3 or bottom 4 in run offense when you take him out. I understand Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy coming back will impact, but they're good players. Rashee Rice, really good player. They're not Randy Moss. The defense hasn't necessarily shown to be exactly who we've been accustomed to. So I just think that overall the Ravens are a better football team, have to clean some things up. The Chiefs, I think, are just swimming uphill right now offensively.
Ryan Clark? Hold on. Pregnant pauses and quiet and all that stuff. It's good on television.
I just hate them. I just hate them both so much right now.
You hate them both teams?
I just hate both teams so much right now. Like, because the Baltimore Ravens roster is so good.
Yes.
Right.
And they're so talented.
Yeah.
And when you watch that team, my expectation is that that team is supposed to vie for a Super Bowl. That team, in my opinion, was the team I picked to win the Super Bowl. They can't. That team can't win the Super Bowl.
The current.
And the way they are playing right now, I can't pick that. You can't say that this defense isn't built to beat the Chargers, the Colts, and the Bills, and then in the same breath say they can win the Super Bowl.
You don't think the Ravens could win the Super Bowl?
You can't say that. This team playing like this, no.
Well, okay.
Absolutely not.
Let me ask you this then. Matabike back, does that change the way you think?
Matabike back changes the way I feel like they can play the run interiorly, right? Because we weren't expecting, especially the Detroit Lions, who's revamped themselves in the middle of that line of scrimmage to dominate that way. But the other piece of it is, too, is like we needed you to go make plays in 2 games offensively. We needed you to go make plays in 2 games, and you didn't. We needed you to be able to go make plays late against the Buffalo Bills. Let's keep the football. Let's have a drive. Let's do something sustained in 4 minutes. And you couldn't, right? We needed you against the Detroit Lions. Go make a play, and you couldn't. Go ahead.
But where are you with them versus the Chiefs? I know you're disappointed in both. Because everything you're saying about the Ravens, you could say times 10 for what we've seen from
No question. The Chiefs can't win it either. But the thing, and the problem with the Chiefs, the reason I trust the Ravens more for the answer is because the Ravens play in the AFC North, the Chiefs play in the West, and the Chiefs have an uphill climb.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No
Big point.
Now the Chiefs get in the playoffs, healthier, I take the Chiefs over the Ravens.
So I'm on the Ravens too, and here's why. This conversation about the defense, I share your concerns. The run defense is a problem. No Matabike is huge. I still think they need to add on the defensive line. Mm-hmm. But we were having this exact same conversation about the Ravens defense last year. You roll the tape, you can find. I'm sure we were first taking panic mode. Yeah, and we were like, this is a nightmare. They're never going to win the Super Bowl. They figured it out. They have really good coaches. They have really good players. They figured it out. The biggest reason why I'm picking the Ravens is between these 2 teams, of all 4 units, the Ravens offense is the best.
Yes.
By a mile to me. Like, I think this is a dominant offense. I'm not concerned about them after last.
I am not going to insult John Harbaugh by acting like he shouldn't be there or anything like that. We know how great he has been. He's a champion. And we know that they're perennial contenders. But when is it appropriate to start having a discussion about, let me finish. When is it appropriate to start having a discussion about how we shouldn't be having these conversations about this defense looking this bad. We shouldn't be having conversations of being reminded that the man has blown 17 double-digit fourth-quarter leads in his career. We shouldn't be having these kind of discussions when you have Lamar Jackson as your star quarterback since 2018, and we're asking the question, as we have of Lamar Jackson, when you gonna get over that hump? When is it appropriate to ask John Harbaugh those kind of questions? I'll start with you, RC.
Well, I think it's appropriate because it's the same questions we ask about Mike Tomlin. Like, at some point, you have to find a way to win, and I think it's exasperated with the Baltimore Ravens because you have Lamar Jackson. I think the thing that's starting to stand out to me is we've been waiting for the year the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes aren't the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. And we've been waiting because that means Lamar might go win it or Josh might go win it. You know who might go win it? Justin Herbert. That's going to be the thing, the questions we'll ask.
Real quick, Dan, go ahead.
The Ravens are absolutely a Super Bowl contender. I mean, I think Matabike is a big deal. The thought of Harbaugh and why, like, that's not a conversation. He's one of the best coaches in football. Derrick Henry's fumbled the ball. He's not going to continue to do that. Mark Andrews dropped the 2-pointer last year. They're not going to continue to do that. This is a Super Bowl caliber organization, Super Bowl caliber team.
Sure.
There's no question.
I don't think he's on the hot seat, but I also don't think he's above criticism for some of the decisions that he's made. And you're right, this is a team-wide operation. When we see meltdowns, when we see issues in the beginning of the season, the other thing that jumped out to me watching them against the Lions, Dan Campbell aggressively going for it on a fourth down, right decision. I go back to week 1.
4th and 3.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh's conservatism.
They don't do it.
That's on him.
Listen, we got to pay some bills. Usually that's why we're going to commercial break. We're not going to commercial break right now because we got to get some other people some money. All y'all making money. At least we can do is make some other people some money, right? Football season is here, and ESPN Bet is here to get you paid. We got our Cover 3 parlay with picks all from tonight's game. Mina, we'll start with you. For your Seahawks, you're taking Kenneth Walker to have at least 50 yards on the ground. Why?
He's been a little bit hit or miss. There's been more Charbonnet games, but watching him, I think he is clearly their best back. I like this run game, the under center, wide zone rushing attack under Clint Kubiak, and more importantly, I think from a matchup perspective against this Arizona Cardinals defense, Seattle will run the ball. They'll run the ball well, so I think Walker.
I didn't appreciate those highlights they just showed against the Steelers, but we'll move on.
Dan, so many of them.
Dan, you're taking Trey McBride to get 60 or more receiving yards. Explain your pick.
Well, 2 out of the 3 games this year he has. He's no question by far runaway Kyler's favorite person to throw the football to. I think there's a little bit going on with Marvin Harrison Jr. of like some of the drops. And so is the trust as high as you want it between quarterback and wide receiver? I think this is a great football game tonight that's tightly contested. And in those moments, Kyler 100% is going to look to McBride first because he just has a high level of confidence. I think he gets a good amount of targets tonight.
RC, we'll go to you next. You think Jackson Smith and Jigba will have at least 80 receiving yards. Why are you taking that?
First off, I just picked him to talk about him. He's like the best wide receiver in football that we aren't talking about. He's had a catch of 40 yards in all of these games. And then you go back to last week and you see what Ricky Pearsall was able to do against this Arizona Cardinals defense. At some point tonight, watch the game. They're going to get it condensed splits. It's going to be quarterback under center. It's going to be back in the queue. It's going to be a play action fake. And we're going to see Jackson Smith and Jigba on a big time post catching a big time football.
So to recap, we're going with Kenneth Walker to gain 50 or more rushing yards, Trey McBride to get at least 60 receiving yards, and Jackson Smith and Jigba to get 80 or more receiving yards. If you want to ride with us, we've made it a parlay for you on ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Just open the app and look for the First Take Cover 3 parlay.